Oh, welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lubed for February the 17th, 2023. I did not do this preview yesterday because, of course, we had the conversation with Sammy that went pretty well. A few glitches in the audio, but I think it's a work in progress, and eventually, once I get it up and running, I'm hoping to have him a little bit more often, maybe other guests in the future as well. But I think, considering it was the first time, I thought it went actually quite well, despite those little glitches. Anyway, as far as Oiler news go, as you can see on the ticker, that the Edmonton Oilers have loaned Vinny Desharnais and forward Dylan Holloway to the Bakersfield Condors. This means they still have yet to decide what is Jesse Puljujarvi's fate, or they're holding off for potential trade reasons. I think there's something along the trade reasons. As I pointed out yesterday when I was talking with Sammy, a very significant tweet came out from Frank Saravelli saying that they are really trying to hammer out a deal for Erik Karlsson. So we'll see. It didn't appear to be imminent, so it didn't appear that it was going to come today or tomorrow. But he figures it is likely to happen before March 3rd. It's likely not to carry into the summer. We'll see what happens. Because there's got to be some reason why Puljujarvi is still an Edmonton Oiler, hasn't been waived, there's got to be something to it. Because Vinny Desharnais has been very, very good for us. And in fact, the only games we've lost is when he hasn't been in the lineup. So that tells you a lot. Okay, so anyway, the Edmonton Oilers are going to take on the New York Rangers tonight. The Rangers have a record of 32-14-8 for 72 points. They are third in the Metro. Meanwhile, the Edmonton Oilers 30-19-6 with 66 points, fourth in the Pacific. This is going to be a hell of a good match tonight. I am so looking forward to it. Remember to join me after live. Hopefully I'll have everything working, but we'll see. As far as the line combinations go, right now, Woody, I'm just taking a look at my tablet over here. So Woody has Nuge with McDavid and Hyman, Evander Kane with Leon Driasaitl and Kyler Yamamoto, Matthias Janmark, McLeod. Here, I'm just going to do this so I can actually kind of look at the camera. And so Matthias Janmark, Ryan McLeod, Warren Fogle, Clem Costin, Derek Ryan, and Jesse Puljujarvi. The pairings are Darnell Nurse, Cody Ceci, Brett Kulik, Tyson Barrie, and Philip Broberg, and Evan Bouchard. So obviously he is going with the 12-6 format and getting away from the 11-7 for this particular game. I will bring you up the New York Rangers line combinations, and I looked at it, I was like, wow, they're a strong team. So your first line consists of Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad, and Vladimir Tarasenko. So that's a pretty good first line. Then you got Artemi Panarin with Trocheck and Vesey. Not a bad second line. Lafreniere with Scheizel and Kako. Goudreau is with Lashinson and Gauthier. Then you got your defensive pairings of Lindgren with Adam Fox, Miller with Jacob Trouba, Mikola with Schneider. Now, I might be pronouncing these guys' names wrong. I do apologize. The East doesn't come out very often, so you don't really. I'll watch on the broadcast. I'm like, oh, I butchered that name. But yes, so that's the matchup for tonight. It's gonna be good. This could be a potential Stanley Cup. Maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but this could be a Stanley Cup final pairing because both teams are really starting to aim that trajectory to doing this and making it work that way. When it comes into the numbers, what I instantly looked at it, I was like, Rangers don't really have any stud numbers. They don't have any top three kind of numbers. They're kind of in the middle of the pack, which was very surprising. But what is impressive is their last 10-game record of 8-1-1. The Oilers, of course, still playing pretty good with a 6-1-3. However, they are on a 2-game losing streak, whereas the Rangers are on a 6-game heater right now, doing amazing. So this is going to be this game. If the Oilers lose this game, unless they lose like really silly and really sloppy play and just no effort, no I'm going to be okay with it, because this is a tough one. Goaltenders that they have lined up is Igor Shesterkin. Right there is another reason why Rangers, I think right now have the edge over the Oilers if it was to go to the Stanley Cup. Just because they have the goaltending, they have great defense, they have an amazing offense, of course. So anyway, you got Shesterkin with 24-8-7, a .252 goals against average, a .915 save percentage with 1 shutout. Stuart Skinner, if he is the guy that starts today, is a 13-11-4 with a .295 goals against average and a .913 save percentage. So very similar numbers. However, when it comes to shutouts, obviously Shesterkin has the 1 shutout. But the Oilers have the #1 power play, and that's huge. But they're going to be also taking on the 10th best penalty kill in the league too. So it's going to be a good game. I'm actually really gunned up for this one. Just can't wait to watch it. Those of you who watched Sammy and I talk, what were your thoughts? What are your thoughts of Sammy? I think the guy brings a lot of insights. So I do plan on bringing him back to the show in future episodes. But other than that, guys, I guess we'll see you live tonight. So remember, if you're going to join me live, it takes me a bit to set up and get some of the graphics set up, usually about half an hour to an hour. I'm going to actually get rid of the countdown timers and that. So when I go live, it's going to be basically the intro and going live. And we will see you tonight. Have your questions ready for me. I'll be definitely more than... well, I'll try to answer them. I'm not exactly an Oiler insider, but I'll try to answer them to my best knowledge as possible. And we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, as always, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. We'll see you tonight. Have a great one.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been